Disney adults are almost always cringe.
I do have an obsession with Mickey Mouse, I have to admit it.
It's Disney and it's so worth it.
Here on YouTube, you can find tons of Disney adults, some with quite large audiences. Good for them. But all their content has this goody two-shoes, rule follower energy. All of them seem devoted to respecting Disney's flawless legacy. All of them except for Matt Sanzwa. Matt Sanzwa was the bad boy of the theme park YouTubers, capturing footage that some would call spectacular, and others would call felony trespassing.
What's up YouTube? My name is Matt Sanzwa. I'm here at Disney's Discovery Island.
Matt made a big splash onto the fastly growing theme park YouTube world when he snuck onto Discovery Island. The island had been abandoned by Disney in 1999, so when Matt released footage of him just kind of walking around there, let alone in broad daylight, people immediately took notice.
No offense to this guy, he claims that these were all taken in January of 2013. No, they're not. That's why they're idiots.
One of those people was Jake Williams, also known as Bright Sun Films. Jake and Matt soon became friends, and like most friends, started a podcast together. Jake would also enlist Matt's help with multiple videos on his main channel, giving Matt special thanks credit in many cases. But it wasn't just Bright Sun Films giving Matt Sanzwa credit. Tons of theme park YouTube channels began using Matt's footage when talking about defunct and abandoned attractions. This YouTube clout only emboldened Matt to keep going back to Disney. First, he snuck into River Country, the abandoned water park that was basically connected to the Fort Wilderness Resort.
God damn. Super creepy.
Next, Matt got backstage at Epcot.
My name's Matt Sanzwa, backstage at Epcot.
And filmed the abandoned Body Wars and Cranium Command attractions. Remember this guy, he'll be important later. 2 months later, Disney Quest gets closed to the public for demolition, and Matt's in there filming. Stitch's Great Escape gets close to the public for demolition, and Matt's in there. The Disney backlot gets close to the public for demolition. Nope, Matt's in there too. One of the most special things about Matt's content was that he wasn't afraid to keep filming even after he got caught.
Whoa. Yeah, can you help me get out of here? I've been freaking trying to get out of here for the last like 10, 15 minutes.
You work for your house window?
No, I just freaking tried to go to the bathroom and then I found myself in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm a guest. Where's my card?
Let me get Carolyn to help walk you out.
Okay.
How did you get back in?
I just opened a random door and next thing you know I'm in here. What is that?
This is just an old building. We'll walk you out. Hang on just one second.
Okay.
We just need to get the right person to do it.
Man, I'm talking about stairwell after door after sheesh.
How'd you find your way up here? Not even sure?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I really don't. Where are we now?
Take you right back this way.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. Are you supposed to be up here?
You tell me.
Nope, you're not.
Okay.
Can we go?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. How are you?
I'm alright. How about you?
No, let's go this way, please.
Okay, what's back there?
No, we're just gonna go this way.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you enjoying your day?
Yeah.
Yeah? Having fun?
Yep. This is an awesome elevator.
Isn't it amazing?
Holy crap.
After this video, Matt received a trespassing warning and was banned from all Disney parks. Anyways, even though Matt and Jake were becoming closer friends, Jake didn't always agree with Matt's disregard for the Disney rules.
Anytime that they are either at Disney or doing anything on Disney property, I kind of like have to leave.
Yeah, you can't come with us.
If I get in trouble at Disney, it's one thing, but it could jeopardize you guys.
Yeah, well, I can't. I love Disney.
Yeah, Jake is definitely on that. He does not play around about his Disney accessibility.
See, in the Disney adult community, a lifetime ban is a black mark, a scarlet letter that can put a strain on your friendships, relationships, and even your life. Fans of Matt's antics didn't mind his park ban, though. Many saw him as a folk hero type character, bravely capturing all of Disney's best kept secrets and sharing them with his captivated audience. It was all generally positive, until Buzzy went missing. Buzzy, the small, tiny, 350-pound animatronic, vanished from his perch at Cranium Command, and Disney Twitter was set ablaze with accusations. Who took Buzzy? Why would they take Buzzy? What is Disney going to do to the culprit? Well, it turned out that Patrick Spikes, the guy behind the backdoor Disney Twitter account, had stolen Buzzy's clothes and some other props from around Disney to sell on eBay to the center of the Milwaukee Bucks. From then on, Disney vowed to make an example out of Patrick and anyone else who dared to break their sacred rules. All of this controversy brought a lot of traffic to the local Orlando News 6-owned website clickorlando.com. Their reporting on Buzzy's disappearance and backdoor Disney's arrest opened up a whole new revenue stream for a news station whose typical coverage consisted of unclickable garbage that your racist neighbor would share on Facebook. But by early February of 2020, Patrick and his cousin Blayton had both entered plea deals in the Buzzy case, and the news coverage would come to a close.
Now, under the plea deal, Spikes was sentenced to 10 years of supervised probation, and both men are banned from entering any Disney property. Reporting live at the Orange County Courthouse, Mike DeForest, News 6.
Even though this case was over, News 6 investigative reporter Mike DeForest wasn't quite ready to give up the attention he was getting. So not even 10 days after his final report on Backdoor Disney, Mike DeForest came after Matt Sanswa.
Just the past few weeks, he posted YouTube videos showing people sneaking into Universal and Disney theme parks after hours, and he admits he's profiting off those videos. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it's a fundraising website used by artists and other content creators. I contacted the company just to see if St. Cyr's videos comply with their rules that prohibit illegal activity. Patreon has just suspended his fundraising account while the company reviews it.
The report mainly focused on Matt's recent trespassing case with Busch Gardens. But similar to the Backdoor Disney reporting, Mike DeForest seemed to heavily side with the police and deliver biased and frankly unfair reporting about Matt's situation.
The theme parks, Disney and Universal, they're taking this seriously. Once they can catch these guys, they try to prosecute them through law enforcement and prosecutors, but keep security busy. Yes.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, great story.
I guess you can try to rationalize that as part of investigative reporting, but it seems odd that Mike DeForest didn't also reach out to Disney to ask them why they didn't just demolish these abandoned attractions when they knew that people were sneaking in to film them for at least 3 years prior. Disney has the resources to dismantle and demolish these attractions, and it would be a way smarter solution than criminally prosecuting a bunch of 20-year-old fans that just wanted to see a piece of Disney history. After the News 6 reports and subsequent demonetization, Matt wasn't left with many options. Jake Williams was quick to put out a statement condemning Matt for being reckless and basically cutting off communication and friendship with him.
The creator of Bright Sun Films, Jake, him and his girlfriend and I were very close friends before I started uploading again. And we had a podcast together. So, you know, we're closely associated, but they didn't condone the things that I did. They didn't think it was okay. I was making a living off of YouTube for a whole 4.5 days before Orlando's Channel 6 News decided to contact Patreon and have that taken down. I didn't want to disappear. I didn't want to stop uploading, but it's like I couldn't see myself ruining somebody's life over these silly videos. None of these people had anything to do with the things I were doing. None of these people condoned the things I was doing. It's just like, why bring them involved?
Jake assured his audience that the Bright Sun Films podcast would continue to make episodes without Matt. However, despite changing the banner on his podcast channel to remove Matt's name, there would not be another episode recorded. Popular theme park YouTube channel Defunct Land was also quick to remove a podcast episode that he had recorded with Matt. You know, just for good measure. The theme park YouTube community had turned its back on the once prolific urban explorer. So what did Matt do in response? That's right, he climbed to the top of Animal Kingdom's Expedition Everest and filmed the Yeti animatronic. Then, he went to Magic Kingdom and climbed to the top of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. After everything that had happened to Matt Sanswa, all the court orders and the Twitter condemnations, nothing would keep him from doing what he loved, doing what he was the best at. And I think that there's something we can all appreciate about that. Disney adults shamelessly love Disney, despite all of its faults and despite being outwardly cringy. But it's truly rare that there's someone out there willing to do whatever it takes to peel back the curtain on Disney's past. A past that Disney would rather leave abandoned. So I guess be careful what you leave behind the scenes, because one man's trash is another man's treasure.